Hello, and welcome to Dickinson's Real Deal. Today the show comes to you from Tatton Park in the heart of Cheshire. Just have a look at that magnificent neoclassical building behind me. The crowds have already arrived. They've brought along their antiques and valuables. They're determined to do business. I'm going to sit them down with one of our regular dealers. They will make them a tempting cash offer on the table today.
Down 200.
No.
If I don't think that's enough money, I'm going to advise them reject it and gamble and go to auction in the hope that you will get a little bit more money there.
£600 are being sold.
I will be on hand at all times to help and advise. The people are already in the hall. They want to do business. Our dealers are there. Will they get the better of them? Will they get the real deal? Of course they will.
First up, we're over at Stuarts Table, where he's joined by Steve.
What do you say when it's checkmate in dominoes?
No such thing, I'm afraid. No such thing.
Lads, haven't we got a deal to be getting on with?
Discuss.
What are you going to tell us about them? What do you know about them?
Well, to be honest, I don't really know a great lot. I know that they were given to me by my brother, my late brother, in the early 70s.
Right.
He was he had a furniture removal firm, so I presume he got them as a house clearance type
Found
thing.
it in a box on a
Yeah,
chest of
you know, and
drawers,
I can remember him shaking them in the bedroom because he was only a teenager himself and saying, "Yeah, I'll keep them. It might be worth something one day." And now they've been with me ever since.
Did they come in that?
That's exactly how they were. I think I must have been 90 before I worked out how to get in them.
Oh, I see, yeah. These are bone,
Yeah.
miniature dominoes, often known as prisoner of war work. So the prisoners of war, more often Crimean War and places like that, would have made items like this out of the animal bones from the food and that they had, just to while away the time. This is also in bone, but I think it's sort of possibly later than those, or it's not so crude. Those are very crude.
It's not been done by hand, that,
No,
has it?
this has been done on a lathe,
Yeah.
but it is bone. I looked at it closely to see if it was ivory, because it's got sort of slight ivory feel about it, but it's definitely bone.
Yeah.
These were known to be made as a type of thing in the Crimean War, late 19th century. It's very difficult to determine whether these were actually prisoner of war work or whether they were something later that someone's whittled out. How many in a set of dominoes? I don't play dominoes, so...
Yeah, 28 though.
28, and there's 28 here, isn't there? Yeah, so... Okay. So how many say 28? So if I start with £28... set of dominoes in the case... 20, 40, £50.
£50. I actually had valued for more than that.
Do you?
Yeah, locally, so
Do you?
I did do, yeah. So
I've only got 50s left.
well, I'll do.
now.
You're all right. I'm not shy.
£70 means I mean business.
I was looking for 80 really.
80.
Fives and threes is a very popular dominoes game played in all the pubs, but we'll split the
70 on the
difference.
table, split the difference.
Split the difference.
75.
Yeah.
75 it is.
Magician.
We have a deal. Well done.
Good deal.
We're off to a good start. One deal, one sale. Now, over to Brenda's table, where we're just in time for tea.
Nice to meet you.
This item's attracted the attention of David and auctioneer Robert Stone, which might mean some big money changing hands.
You brought me this armorial part set, which is by Sampson, Paris, who did copies right through the sort of 1800s, and I put this at about between 1860 to 1880. So tell me what you know about it.
Well, my mum bought this in the late 70s, early 80s from...
When it wouldn't be fashionable.
No, absolutely. It was from a market stall, you know,
Wow.
bric-a-brac.
Wow. Good old mum.
Yeah, no, she had a good eye.
Yeah.
It wasn't a complete set.
No.
So I think she paid a couple of quid for
Oh. Let's see what we can do. Shall I get my purse out?
it. Please?
All right. Okay. 50. It's more than £2.
Well, yes, but I think the teapot's worth more than that.
I know. Don't be so serious, dear. I'm only joking. 100. And 50.
Oh, I think I need some more.
Now her eyes are brightening.
A little bit of gamesmanship going on here. More money is coming out, a little bit more to tempt. Our seller is saying, no, I want more.
200. 250. 300.
No.
350.
Well, we're getting nearer, but we're still not there.
370.
Now, Robert, what do you think about the 370 in cash? That means no commission for you, mate.
No, but I think you know she should really go for a bit more money, don't
Okay,
you?
I'm getting in there now.
Patricia, there's 370 on the table. That's where I feel most comfortable.
Well, I've heard what Brenda says. She says she would be comfortable around about 370.
Yeah.
Samson produced some amazing quality goods, whether it was Chinese or French Sèvres. They really did copies of all manner of porcelains, and their copies are absolutely superb. One would expect to find a little bit more in the auction. Now, it may well be that our dealer has not finished yet. So we will wait and see if more goes on the table. If not, I'm going to advise you and say, this is worth a gamble.
Yeah, David, haven't they taken into account that there is damage and there is a saucer missing?
I quite agree with you, but I mean, what about the teapot? I think
It's lovely. It
the
is
teapot
lovely.
and these items
Yeah.
are in good order,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of it. And for that kind of money, I would have to say to you, I believe you have more chance in auction.
I think in that case, I'm going to take this one back, all right? And I will bring another one of these out, making it 420, and the purse is closed. So, Pat, you happy at that?
Yeah, I think I'd take the money because I don't want to gamble on it.
All right. Shall I tell you a secret?
What?
I'm a Samson collector. You've done the deal now, you've done the deal.
Sneaky Brenda. At least Patricia's going away happy too. For this next item, our seller's hoping her diamond necklace will be Alison's best friend.
Hello, my name's Alison.
My name is Aquilina. You can call me Lena.
Aquilina.
Aquilina, yes.
I love the name.
Oh, thank you.
What does that mean? Is it a particular
It's
thing?
a Catholic name. I don't really know what it means.
A Catholic name?
Yes.
It sounds lovely.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is your necklace.
Yes, it's my necklace.
And I've had a quick look at it. It's 14 karat gold set with some little diamonds. And how did you come by it?
My husband bought this for me.
Your husband brought that.
My late husband.
So how old was he when he passed away?
He's 49.
So how old are you then?
I'm 54.
You do not
55.
look 54, do
Oh,
you?
thank you.
You would pass for 30.
No,
you really
don't
would.
say
You're
that.
really amazing. You've got amazing skin.
Thank you, love.
So, it's obviously quite an important piece, this, to you. Why are you selling it?
Because I'm going to Zimbabwe. I want to go and see my mother in the hospital.
I hate it when people want money for that sort of very important reason.
It's a precious piece to me. It's from my husband.
Well, I'm afraid it all comes down to quite a commercial thing, really. It's 14 karat gold. It weighs 22 grams. And at the moment, these things are being brought more for their value of gold. Okay, well, I should get the money out on the table. 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300. $350 would be my offer for this piece.
I'm going to say, Alison, today there's £421 worth of value should you walk round to the bullion office. Try and put a little bit more in. I know we've got an emergency here. I'm going to put another 20 quid in there myself as a bit of a donation. If you can put another 20 quid in there, I think it will help it along. And I think this lady can get her ticket and get off to see her mum.
I'll put another 50.
Oh, thank you.
That gives you 400. Well
Thank
done.
you.
We're
Thank
gonna
you
do it.
very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Catherine, hello.
Coming up, will this seller clean up with her Coronation Street memorabilia?
Are you a Coronation Street fan, David?
Welcome back to Dickinson's Real Deal from the magnificent Tatton Hall in Cheshire.
What a day. The items are still coming in thick and fast. Over at James's table now, Catherine's hoping the streets will be cobbled with gold.
Catherine, hello. I'm
Hello.
James. Very nice to
meet
meet you. Immediately, I'm drawn to that face because that's Ina Sharples, isn't it?
It is Ina Sharples, yes.
So is the whole thing connected with Coronation Street?
It is. It's an autograph book of the original cast of Coronation Street,
Okay.
going back to approximately 1962. Well, the background is that Doris Speed here was a very good family friend.
Okay, right.
And my parents actually acted with her before she became famous in a famous society called the Unnamed Society.
Was
in
that an
Manchester.
amateur?
An amateur. A very good amateur dramatic society.
Yeah. Who have you got? No, you've got.
No, I've got
This
this
is-
first one would be Ina Sharples.
That's Ina
which
Sharples,
is-
who was Violet Carson,
Violet
wasn't she? I
Carson,
remember
yeah.
that, yeah.
And if we just go through them, Pat Phoenix played Elsie Tanner. I don't have a photograph of her here.
Yeah.
Peter Adamson played Len Fairclough. He was a
Okay.
famous
Yeah.
character. Now, this was Doris got this signed from the love to Catherine from the Rover's Return. So Doris
Oh,
Speed,
right, okay.
Arthur Leslie was Jack Walker.
I mean, I think to a collector of Coronation Street, this is probably a very interesting thing. But difficult thing to value. Any idea what you think it might be worth?
I have an idea.
Yes, but you're not going to tell me.
Not at the moment.
Okay, we'll get some money out and put it down. 20, 40, £60 for old time's sake and watching Ina Sharples.
Well, no, I think not. I think you can go a bit higher than that.
Do you think it's worth more than that?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. I'll try one more. So that's £80.
No, I know it's worth more than that.
Okay. I think honestly, your best bet with this is to try it at auction locally. I worry about taking it back down south and people not really being that interested. Are you a Coronation Street fan, David? Obviously.
At 80, obviously not a Coronation Street fan. I'm going to say
not.
gamble, go to auction, and maybe you will find a Corrie fan.
So you've heard what David has to say. I think he and I are thinking along the same lines. Putting it in front of an auction audience up near Manchester is probably the best place for it to go.
Yes, okay.
So I hope you do really well at auction.
Thank you.
Thanks for bringing it.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Off to the sale room then to see if there's any soap fans.
Now, Catherine can't make it today, and so members of the family have come along. Richard, your brother.
Yep.
And Pat, your mum.
Correct.
Okay. It is here in the sale room. Estimate is low, 40 to 80, with a reserve of £80 on it. Of course, it came to the family through Doris Speed, who was Annie Walker in the Rovers, and she was a family friend.
Yes, very much
Okay.
so. Of my
There's
mother's.
some great names here. It's got to be worth more than 80 quid.
£70 and bid at 70, 75 is the now. For all the Coronation Street stars of that era, I think there's Len Fairclough there and all of these stars at £70, £70, 75 is the now. £70 a bid still with me at £70, 75 anywhere now? It's there at 75. Can I sell it at 75? At 75, at 75, bids there at £75 only at 75, at 75, 80 bid.
£80 and still cheap as chips, in my opinion.
£90, yes, at 85, bids there at £85 and will be 90's changed his mind, 95.
£90. Two people deciding to vie over this.
You're giving me a hard time here. £90 the bid's there, 95 is the now, at £90 it's going to be sold. Here it goes at £90 then.
Gavel has just gone down at £90. We've got some commission to take away. I make that about £77. Now, first of all, Pat, your reaction?
I'm very pleased.
Not a lot of money. I expected more, to be honest with you.
Well, maybe, but you've got to know about Coronation Street for a long time, recognise the names.
I think someone got a bargain. Now, what more can we say? That is what we call a real deal.
Yeah.
Back Back in the dealer's den, we're over to Brenda's table, where she's linked up with Lillian.
Hi Lillian, how are you?
Well as can be.
Oh, we got poorly back.
You're really warm, aren't you?
I am, it's these lights, my goodness. You brought me a little gold bracelet today.
Yes.
Whose was this?
It was my husband that bought it me.
Yeah.
It was an anniversary present.
So it's 9 carat gold,
Yeah.
375 marking, which tells you it's 9 carat gold.
Yeah.
And we've weighed it just before I spoke to you, and it's 29 grams
Right.
of gold. Present day market price, I know exactly what the scrap prices be. And I'm going to give you some money on the table and see where we go and see what you think. It's not got any antique value, you know, because it's basically, when did he buy it? Sort of 80s? Something like that, 80s, 90s?
Maybe the 90s.
It would be, yeah,
possibly.
because that's the style of it, okay?
Right.
All right, Lillian. $100.
No. Nowhere near.
150.
No.
200.
No.
And now I am going to give you, that is leaving me a margin on the scrap value. £250.
No.
You're not, no.
No.
Let's see. £260.
Well, to be quite honest, and I'm an honest person,
Yeah.
I think it's about 90, 100 short.
Let me tell you
Yeah.
what the current value of the gold is at the moment.
Yes.
The approximate valuation on today's spot price of gold is $357, almost $360. Probably £100 more than is on the table. The
Yeah.
question is, where do we divide it? Does our dealer give more? Do you go to the auction? I must warn you though, if you go to the auction, a dealer who buys it
Yeah.
has to consider how much he will pay with the commission on top.
Yeah. I've
And
seen
that becomes rather difficult. So
Yeah.
your best bet is speak nicely to Brenda. She might give a few more quid.
I'm going to take the £10 away, and I'm going to put the 50 there, and I'm going to make that 300. So Lillian, we've got £300 on the table. It's decision time. It's
Yeah.
over to Lillian. What are you going to do?
I'm going to take the money.
Good girl. Excellent.
Back to the bustling dealer's den now, where Stuart's hoping this deal will run like clockwork.
Hi, your name is?
I'm Penny.
Nice to meet you, Penny. My name's Stuart Hofgartner.
Hi, Stuart. Nice to meet you.
Oh, little tiny clockwork toys. Tell me all about them. What do you know about them?
I don't know a great lot about them, just that they originated from a great aunt of mine.
A great aunt,
And they've been
yeah.
in the family for several years, just hanging around, sitting in a corner.
Do they work?
They do work, yes. Would you like me to?
Yeah, can you demonstrate one of them?
for you?
Very clever. Excellent. Amazing enough, they are in super condition for what they are when you think they were made as toys. And they weren't. They were made for children. They weren't made for adults. So it is amazing. And the uniforms or the outfits to me are the original ones. So quite nice. I would have put them at probably 20s, 1900, 1920s, maybe a little bit later, but certainly before
Possibly,
the war. And they're German, and they're made by a firm called Schuko.
Yes.
And they should be marked, and certainly here we've got made in Germany. That also gives us a clue. Schuko patent means they were made in Germany for export. Right. Otherwise they would have had manufacture and fabricant or something like that about it. I do like them, they're great fun, and they do work, and they are in nice condition. It's a great shame the fiddle's missing. That's the one downside of the whole pair.
Yeah.
Other than that, fabulous.
Okay.
I've got to come up with a figure now, haven't I? Let's see what I can do. Okay. 20, 40, 60, 80, £120.
No.
You're definite about that?
Yeah.
£140.
No.
£160.
Now, just before you make a quick decision, I'm going to say this man is a very fair, good dealer. We are nearly there, considering the loss of the violin or fiddle, but he always pays good money, so use your blinking eyes at him, okay?
How much more can you go then?
Another tenner.
Another tenner.
£170. They made 200 in the auction. They'd make one. You'd take home 170.
Might make 250.
They might make 250. They might make 150. Do we have a deal?
We have a deal. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
After the break, Alison's up against her youngest seller yet.
When you become my age, it'd be a tough cookie to do business with.
But will his age stop young Joe from striking a hard bargain?
We'll have an extra tenner.
Welcome back to Dickinson's Real Deal. The dealer's den is about as busy as it gets. We join Brenda now, where this next would-be seller has a proposal for her.
Hi, Debbie.
Hiya, Brenda.
What's with the ring? Why are you getting rid of it?
Well, basically, my friend asked me to bring it along on his behalf.
Right. His behalf.
On his behalf, yes.
Ah, what's the story? Tell me the goss.
In fact, there's no gossip. He just basically inherited it from his great aunt.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
It's not been sort of turned down or anything?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So from great aunt, and it's diamonds
Yeah.
and cornflower sapphires.
Right.
In 18 karat gold.
Right, okay, I didn't know, but yeah.
Okay. And it looks a very tiny ring.
Yeah, it's...
In circumference, basically.
Right.
It's a little, it would fit on a little finger. Okay, so he's wanting to sell it to raise some money for something?
Yeah, I'm not sure what he wants it for, really,
No.
but he just wants some money,
So he's a
basically.
scaredy cat, he didn't want to come himself?
No, he didn't want to come himself. He didn't
All
want
right.
to come in front of the cameras.
Okay, so has he given you a brief of how much to take?
Yes, absolutely, yes.
All right, I'll get some money out then, shall I?
Cool, yeah.
Let's see. 50, 1, 50, 200.
Ah, I think he wants definitely some more.
Does he?
Oh, absolutely.
It's not a huge ring, not a lot of gold in it, you understand that, and I hope he realises that. 250.
He does definitely want some more than that.
Does he?
He does, yeah.
You see, your fingers are very small, but the norm is about an M, and that's way down from an M.
Right.
So anybody buying that at auction is going to have to pay £50 to £60 to get it sized up.
Okay.
Or depending on the gold price of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So they've got to add that on to, you know, so it can fit somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they've got a very small person like you.
Right. I understand what you said.
270.
270. No, the least he wants is 300.
Right, but does he appreciate when he goes to auction? If he goes to auction, the 300 would then go back to about 270.
Right, okay.
With commission.
Yeah, I think we'd probably have to take it to auction and put in a reserve maybe of 330, something like that.
Right. So he wants 300. I think that's just a little bit rich for me. I don't think I would be able to get my money back on that. So you're definitely wanting to go to auction?
Yes.
All right. Well, I hope he does well, and I hope he appreciates you doing all this for him.
All right.
Brenda wasn't budging, was she? Let's see if David can do better for Debbie in the sale room.
She can't make it today, so I'm looking after her interests. I can now tell you the estimation is £350 to £400 and the reserve is £300. I think it will be a close run thing. I think it's worth the 300. The question is there a better offer here in the sale room than what Brenda Haller made on the dealer's day? I think it's worth a bit more, but it's close. Let's see what happens. It's coming up now.
Sapphire ring, there it is, and £200 bid for it straight away at 200, 220 is the now for this lovely, delightful sapphire ring. £200 bid straight away, 220 I'm looking for.
Should she have taken the 270?
220 surely at 220. At 220 bid, 240.
They're at 240, it's getting closer.
Now, 240 still with me. At 240, 260 do I hear? At £240 at 240, or quiet, at 240. Can't take the price, I'm afraid.
So the gavel has just gone down at £240. Not good enough. Reserve is £300. And so I'm going to award the real deal to Brenda Haller. Brenda. You know your jewellery, girl. 270 quid. That was the real deal.
Over to Alison now. She's up against a father and son team who are looking for big bucks for their little page turner.
Well, my name is Alison.
I'm Joe.
Joe. And
Tony.
So who owns the book?
I do.
Dad.
So you own the book and you're here because...
Chad just came along.
And you wanted commission.
You're to make sure he gets a good price off me, are you? Right. Well, I've had a look at the book and it's really an autograph book, isn't it? An early autograph book.
So, yeah.
I noticed on the first page there's references to the Queen's dragoon at Romley. So there was obviously an interest in that regiment. Well, there are a couple of illustrations that are in the style of Mabel Lucy Atwell, who is just one of our most brilliant illustrators. Wonderful stuff. I especially like this page because I would imagine it's as topical now as it was then. For ladies only. Ain't men inquisitive? Makes the natural assumption.
I've never looked at that.
Oh, I bet you have. Have you looked at it? No. So I think that indicates, and it's timeless really, isn't it? Absolutely timeless. Very difficult to value.
It's very nice though, isn't it?
I like it, it's quaint. It captures its time. I like that kind of thing. I like the little dittos in it. It also makes me sad because most in that regiment that she was following would not have returned. You know, and it's impossible to value it. I mean, I'll come straight to the point. I mean, I see that, for me, at 100 quid.
Think a bit more than that.
Do you?
Would you go a bit more on it?
No.
I think you should just take that.
Yeah.
Save going to auction.
I might do.
Yeah, it's 10%. You get a tenner.
We've selected 3 or 4 very nice illustrations, but I think that, to my mind, I'm working at them at being £25 a piece, and there are 4 good ones, all reasonable ones, and a lot of sentiment, and I like sentiment.
Go on, we'll take it and show. Yeah, we'll take that.
You sure?
Yeah, just be
All right,
done with it.
Are you sure about that, Joe?
We'll have an extra tenner.
I'll tell you what, because you're such a good businessman, I'm going to give you an extra £5.
Okay.
All right? Because I really like the way you negotiate. I think when you become my age, you'd be a tough cookie to do business with. We've got a deal, Joe.
Yeah.
Excellent. Shake there. Good luck. Thank you, Tony. Thank you for coming, and I'm very pleased with my book.
Great deal for everyone. Off to James then, who's got his own father and son team to contend with.
Hi, Ryan. I'm James. Gerard.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
And you.
So you brought along a bit of Dalton?
Yes.
I'm guessing it's a bit of Dalton?
Yes, that's right.
Have you had it for a long time?
It's been in the family, yes. Belonged to my late mother.
All right. Did she buy it new?
Yes, she was a Dalton collector.
Okay.
My sister, when she left school, went to work at the Royal Dalton factory.
Okay, where was that?
In
Burslem?
yeah, as a figurine painter.
All right.
And she brought home a Royal Dalton figure for my mum for her birthday, and that started my mum collecting Dalton from
Dalton
then on.
figures, yeah.
So,
Do you paint this one?
I don't think so. No, I've never known
that would have
of a
been
store.
a nice family,
yes.
a nice family history if
That's
she painted
right.
this. You couldn't
Yes.
possibly have sold it then, could you?
That's exactly, yes. It'd be priceless to me, yes.
Exactly. So this we think is what, 60s, mid-60s?
Yeah.
That kind of thing, yeah. And this is called The Gossips.
Mm-hmm.
They were done in quite large numbers, I think, weren't they?
Believe, yes, possibly, yes.
But, you know, I know that at some point, up to about 2 or 3 years ago, the auction market for these went completely mad, and huge prices were being paid for them.
Yes.
But since then, of course, there's been a bit of a relapse in the Dalton market. Mm-hmm. Well, let's put a bit of money on the table. 20, 40, £50 for it.
I think it's worth more than 50.
fairly sure it is, are you?
Yeah.
What do you think, Ryan?
Yeah.
You think so as well, do you? Okay. We'll try again. Okay, it's £60.
No, I think it's worth double that.
Well, I think if you think it's worth double that, the best place is for you to take it to auction.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, that's where it's going to find its mark.
That's right,
Because it'll
yeah,
be marketed
yeah.
very well, and Dalton collectors will know about it and come along in their droves, I hope, and buy it.
Yes.
Very good luck. Hope you do well.
Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for bringing it.
So Ryan, Dad Gerard and their Dalton figures have hit the sale room, where the Duke's waiting.
We're here in the sale room with the Royal Dalton figure, the Gossips. The reserve is £100. It needs to get up to £100. Let's see those fingers crossed. OK, he's got both fingers crossed. OK, I'm sure we've got a good chance now. It's coming up. Here we are.
I have a commission of £80 on this straight away. It's 80, 5 is the now, 85 now, 85, 90 is the now, 85 bid, 90 I'll take.
Just a little bit behind. We're at 85. We need more.
90 surely. At £85 is all I'm bid at 85. Did I see 90?
Come on, you.
85, 90 anywhere. At £85 is all I'm bid at 85. 90 bids with me at 85. That's on commission. 90 can I take is the now at £85 only. At 85. At 85. Can I sell? At 85.
Your reserve is 100. You need to be quick on this if you want to take it. OK, not prepared to take that. OK, Gavel has just gone down. I just asked your dad if he was prepared to take a slightly less offer of £85, and he said no. Did Dad do the right thing?
Yeah.
OK. You think you've done the right thing?
Yeah, we'll save it another few years.
On the day, because it didn't sell, even though it was £85 under the gavel, I'm going to award the real deal to James Laith, who offered £60 in cash. That was the real deal. What do you think at home? Should they have taken the 85 quid, or should they have taken it home? I think I'd have taken the money. Cash is king. That's the real deal.
Coming up, Bobby's got strong views about her paintings.
I've never liked them.
Haven't you?
No.
What will Brenda do?
So why are you selling them to me?
Because I need money.
Welcome back to Dickinson's Real Deal from Tatton Park in Cheshire.
The dealer's den is just starting to wind down after a busy day. They say beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but what will Brenda think of Bobby's paintings?
Where have you brought these pictures from?
From home.
OK. Been on your wall a long time?
They were, and then they've been in the wardrobe for a while.
Oh. Went off them, did we?
I've never liked them.
Haven't you?
No.
What don't you like about them?
I just find them a bit depressing. My husband loved them, but
Really?
I don't like them.
Do you know, I agree with you. It's like somebody's gone to Scotland on their own and they've painted pictures, haven't they? He's probably fallen out with his girlfriend, gone to Scotland.
Yeah.
And thought, oh, what will I do? Paint pictures.
Yes.
These are signed by Arthur Dobransky. He is the grandson of Alfred Dobransky, who is from French origin, basically. Grandfather, then son, who is another Alfred, and then Arthur, all in line, were artists. These aren't up to the standard of Alfred by any means. These are purely decorative pieces, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
The frames are quite nice, I like the frames, but I see where you're coming from, they're quite depressive. Why are you selling them, just to get them out of the house?
Because I need a new window.
Oh, do you?
A big window.
A big window, lots
Yeah.
of money then.
Yeah?
Big double glazed window.
That's right.
To keep the winter cold out. All right, I'm going to put some money on here because we've got no table.
Okay.
Now, I am going to go 50, 100, 50, 200. That's £100 for each picture.
No.
I thought you didn't like them.
I don't.
So why aren't you selling them to me?
Because I need money. But that isn't enough money.
It's not enough money. So you think they're worth more?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Okay. 150 on each. That's 300 for the pair, Bobby. I don't like them very much. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put that on there. 350 for the pair, and that's where I want to leave it. Okay. So what would you like to do, Bobby?
Auction.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. You think you can get more at auction?
Yes.
Have you ever been to an auction before?
No.
Enjoy your day, because I think you've done the best thing.
A moment ago, Bobby turned down Brenda's £350 offer for her paintings. Let's join David in the sale room to find out how they get on.
On the dealer's day, Bobby Ray brought along a Dobriansky picture. It was Arthur Dobriansky, and of course Arthur Dobriansky is one of the children of the very popular and very well-known Alfred Dobriansky. Rather nice Highland lock scene, oil on canvas. The estimation is £600 to £700, and the reserve is £600. I think they're desirable. I think they're commercial. They're coming up now. Let's see what they bring under the gavel.
Lot number 24, £500 a bid on these straight away at £500, £550 I have at £550, £600 is the now. At £550 I'm bid. At £550 I have at £550, £600, £600 bid there at £600, and £50 now. At £600
I still think they're worth more than that. They're cheaper.
£600, great value for money. At £600 and being sold. £600, sold there, £600.
Gavel's just gone down at £600. You heard what the auctioneer said. He says great value for money. Take away the commission and that leaves £510. That's the amount that we'll be sending away to Bobby. I'm sure she's going to be delighted with that. That is the real deal.
Well, Bobby will be pleased with that result. As for our dealers, they ventured over £2,200 of their own money today. But have they been getting good results?
Catherine, hello. I'm James.
James didn't buy anything.
I worry about taking it back down south and people not really being that interested.
He sent everything he's seen to auction. Must try harder, James. Brenda's only sold one piece of the armorial set for £100.
You've done the deal now, you've done the deal.
While Stuart is still holding on to the Clockwork toys, he sold the mini dominoes for £95.
What do you say when it's checkmate in dominoes?
No such thing, I'm afraid.
As for Alison...
I'll come straight to the point. I mean, I see that, for me, at £100.
She's yet to find a buyer for the illustrated album, but sold the diamond necklace for £470. The winners today are our sellers, who've walked away with over £2,000. And seller of the day is Patricia, with her tea set.
My mum bought this in the late 70s, early 80s. I think she paid a couple of quid.
She took home £420. That was definitely the real deal.
We've had a great day here in the sale room in Cheshire. There's been lots of action, just the way we like it. Lots of bidding and lots of buying. Don't forget to join me, David Dickinson, next time for Dickinson's Real Deal. Bye for now.